Hi, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Roleplay. And we pick up where we left off with Balil. Take it away.
Not really much of me needing to take it away, as Lee and MCA are done talking about how they're,
And we're playing
trying to assassinate Malvolio.
Yeah. Hey, assassinate is a very dirty word. I prefer the term whacked.
God.
Gotta be more famous to be assassinated.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Regardless, the two of you walk back into the apartment.
Yep.
Inside there, the awkward stillness is still there, with Edward barely managing to stay on his feet. So much so that he's already sitting down in the bed.
Yeah.
But he does look a little less pale. It seems the cookies and juice have started to kick in a bit.
How's our patient doing?
Okay.
Bend over near Edward. How many fingers I'm holding up? Holding up 3 fingers.
2.5.
That don't even make any sense.
It doesn't even make any sense for the concussion stuff.
He's being a smart ass. Alright, well, he's fine, he's
I think
fine.
he's concussed. We can make him that way.
I would prefer against that.
I
I thought so.
No, it's like, I think if he took another whack on the head, he'd probably end up pushing up daisies. So maybe we should let him go for now.
Probably.
She
I still think he needs a night's sleep.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Lee, you wanna bunk over on the other side with us tonight?
Lee raises an eyebrow.
It just seems this room might be a bit crowded, considering Ed's going to need a pretty big bed in order to lay down and rest on, and Malvolio probably wants a bed to himself, given the fact he's had a long day.
Yeah, sure. Can't say that the smell of blood really drifts me off to sleep.
Yeah. Slowly walk out the door and then dramatically close it.
Goodbye, MCA.
Goodbye. Wait, no, Fran, you're coming with. Fran, you're in the other room.
That was
That's Mal.
Yeah.
Mal.
Goodbye, Malvolio.
Goodbye, Malvolio.
Close.
They both grin at each other.
Yeah.
And,
And it's like this, like close up on like both their eyes. They stare at each other, and the door closes.
the fucking Kill Bill. But yeah.
So they walk back to the other room, and MCA reaches in her pocket and starts fingering the watch and says,
And MCA, what? Fran is saying that.
"Yeah,
What?
I guess."
This isn't a co-ed room.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll go ahead and get another one.
Whatever you feel comfortable with. And she shrugs. I mean, we're paying for the rooms. So I don't give a goddamn, what they, how they consider co-ed versus non-co-ed.
Yeah, but she's uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Whatever. So long as he sleeps in your bed, I don't mind.
MCA just opens the door. Well, this is my turn off, so I'm going to go in here now. You have fun. Good night.
Lee just shakes his head. Look, get gone. I'll find something else.
You sure? I'm sorry if I'm
Look,
causing...
you don't want a guy in your room. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't worry
Do you
about it.
want
Sleep in the
some
car.
cash for a room, or?
Lee pulls out Edward's wallet. I got something.
You say like
some-
no.
Do you want some actual money to pay for?
being fair, this is a little bit thin.
You open up, there's just like a...
He opens it up, and I think I used all of it on the vending machine.
Wow. Okay, well...
It opens it up, rattles it a bit, a moth flies out.
You open it, the only thing in there is a threatening letter from himself demanding the money that he owes himself.
No, literally, a moth flies out of it. No, when I say literally a moth flies out of it, that moth wasn't in there before. It was outside. It's in the wall now.
Yeah.
God damn it, stop using the method to make it visual joke.
That is the most incredibly frivolous use of godlike powers I've ever seen. I approve.
Gosh, you're both prodigies.
Lee goes ahead and tosses the goes ahead and pockets the wallet. Yeah, well, brooding really screws up that internal tension that you were talking about there, Fran.
What do you mean?
Way back when I caught the two of you doing this trick for the first time, you were talking about how I was one of those people who had like an internal reserve of tension, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still drama as far as I can tell. It's just internal drama within your own mind, especially if you can get yourself to look at things from two different viewpoints, especially if they're opposed.
I know that. I also have a thing. It varies on the Methodist. The higher level Methodist has a larger pool of drama in their body.
See, I just can't get into organized religion.
It's not.
It's a joke. It's a joke, kid.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're fine to stay in here if you'd like.
I really just don't.
No, it's fine.
Fine, whatever. I'll sleep in the chair.
I trust you. All right. This is her aspect. The kindness of strangers.
Thank you. I'll sleep in the chair.
Hold on. You gotta sleep in here. You might as well take a bed. It's ridiculous. You're not gonna get any sleep in a chair.
Look, I mean,
you know what? Me and MCA can sleep in a bed, and you can sleep in another one.
I'm not that big. Look, take the beds.
It's fine. There's a bed right there. It's fine. There's
a two-person bed.
It's designed for two people in it. She's tiny. She's this lovely tiny little child. I'm going to sleep in that bed there. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, fine.
Bed. Lay down.
Into Crazy Watch Dimension tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll throw our minds into a fucked up alternate reality with an insane psychopath, tomorrow.
And also Madison.
Yeah, also Madison's in it. Who would be the other character who would represent that?
Dion.
Dion's not he's insane, but he's not a psychopath.
He's the leader of a fucking... He's the leader of a mafia.
True, but he's also like...
They're all psychopaths.
Hey, by the way, is this actually in character?
Yeah, sure, why not?
She doesn't know anything about it.
Perfectly honest, most of the crime bosses that I've met probably qualify for psychopathy.
I mean, to be fair, his whole thing was that he was like obsessed with the idea of trying to go clean due to the fact that he wasn't comfortable with with what they were doing. But I mean,
are you sure that he actually felt that way, or was that just his lie to make his mafia work more profitable and smoother?
I mean, to be fair, that is incredibly cynical, but probably not an accurate view of things.
I'm just gonna say most of that honor code bullshit that they go on spouting about. Yeah, it's mostly that.
MCA shrugs. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know all the proper terminology or all that. He's I don't know. He seems like a nice enough guy, but whatever. You guys can figure out the actual labels.
Lee actually sits down on the bed. Okay, so technically speaking, psychopathy is not actually a psychiatric diagnosis. It's a legal term.
God. Just sleep. It's so late.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Just that fucking awkward ass conversation about psychopathy. I'm just imagining them not turning off the lamp, and she's like trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh no, here's the thing: they turn off the lamp, but they're still talking. She's just like, God, will you shut up?
Just go to bed. And
yeah. So
in the other room, Malvolio gets into the bed, and Edward is groaning and trying to sleep throughout the whole night.
Yeah,
and then he goes, "If you quiet down, you can probably sleep easier."
Too much pain for quiet.
As everything kind of fades to black, like these big white letters pop up saying "Dawn of the third day, one day before the storm."
God.
Good stuff. One day before the storm. What do you mean?
Oh, just like I don't know, like the storm is approaching. Like you were mentioning that like rain clouds were starting to like form and stuff. Like
that was mostly it touched down in Florida.
Okay, whatever. X number of days till the storm.
Yeah, y'all are not in Florida.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even start in Florida.
Yeah. We made a bit of distance from there.
You made a little bit of distance. I mean, obviously you shouldn't just dick around and stay in one area. That would probably get yourself, killed.
Yeah.
So, when you wake up, Lee is
right now you're in... What the heck is that?
We are in...
You're in not Massachusetts. What's the state right below that? Is that North Carolina?
Hey, hold on a second.
I don't think so.
Map
There's
US.
Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Hold on, I'm looking at the map of the
Vermont,
U.S. It's right below Massachusetts.
Yes.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. You're in Connecticut right now.
Yeah. So we've gone through New York State.
What? No.
Yeah,
Massachusetts is very far north.
Yeah, Massachusetts is New England.
No, you're not Washington. No, not Massachusetts.
Okay,
Washington. You're not in
probably
Washington,
in
D.C. yet.
Okay, hold on. So
Virginia.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay.
Virginia.
I think actually we were still in North Carolina.
No, you crossed the border when you lost the RV. Then
So we're in Virginia.
Yeah.
Now you're in Richmond.
Okay.
There we go.
So because like if we haven't reached Washington yet, we'd still be in either Virginia or North Carolina, and I don't think we're still in North Carolina, or else we made.
You're in Virginia.
Or else we made like no distance, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Virginia. There you go.
All right.
So I mean, when you wake up, Lee is going to be in the bathroom injecting again.
Yeah.
What is that?
Heroin.
Oh.
Epigenetics.
Oh. Don't you
Heroin would put me in a far better mood than a far worse mood.
I get you.
Well, I assume anyway. I never touched it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And Zia just shrugs.
Meanwhile,
in the other room.
The other room.
Edward.
Edward with his...
Groaningly wakes up to a plate of cookies that he actually likes, and more juice.
Oh man, his favorite cookies, the little ones with the M&Ms in them, and oatmeal cookies.
Oh, thank you, Mal. He just starts to scarf down.
God, anything for you, Edward. Anyway, so we should get up and ready so that we can both, take on the world and go on the watch, huh?
Yeah, I figured that's your motive. Yeah, let's get going. He cracks his knuckles, scarfs down a few cookies, drinks some juice, and
tries to get up and still feels super fucking sore and terrible. And then so he starts hobbling his way out.
Yeah. Grabbing onto anything he can for support to stay up.
You think you're fucking, you think you're...
no.
Yeah. Do you think you're trouble or not in trouble? The consequences don't go away.
No, I knew they didn't, but
Yeah. Good stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. As you come in the door, MCA is looking at the window, and, like, very obviously, like, frowning.
knock.
It's just not. It's probably nothing. I just keep seeing these goddamn every time I see a black vehicle now, I just keep wondering if the feds are gonna show up.
That would just be the capper, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's like I see that van out there. It's probably nothing. There's black vans all over the goddamn place. It's it's a thing people drive, but can't shake this feeling. We're just waiting for the suits to catch up with us after the stunt we pulled on the highway.
Yeah, we did put a lot of spotlight on ourselves, did we?
Yeah. On the bright side, we could probably deal with them here instead of having to worry about our, a security stop.
Yeah, not having a... Well, it looks at the van. How many people do you think you could fit into one of those? And how many people do the suits normally travel with?
Oh, that's that van. I don't think it's very big, but, the thing about a big government agency being funded by the largest economy in the world, circa this time period in history, is that they can kind of afford more than one van.
Yeah, especially with rampant government spending on civil security.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the over-under? How many assholes in terrible black suits are we going to have to fight today?
Well, I'm still kind of hoping none, but, I don't know,
An optimist, okay.
Yeah, well, hoping, different than believing.
Wow, you seem to have a lot of faith in that idea. No.
She shakes her head. I mean, again, that van could be nothing, but again, the thing is, even if that van's nothing, there's going to be more. There's going to be other black vehicles. There's going to be other, potential suits, waiting in the wings. We're sitting on a ticking time bomb, and I just get this bad feeling that's about to go off.
Yeah. But let's not put our mind on that for now.
Right.
We got other matters, right?
You got what now?
Other matters.
Yeah, like breakfast.
Right. Let's see.
So you head over to the the place.
Yeah.
I imagine a motel probably doesn't have
They make a continental breakfast. They essentially bagels, a bit of cereal, and
a motel wouldn't even have that much.
Yeah. Well, I've been to some
let's just go to a diner, just some place to eat. I'm starving. We haven't eaten so long. Just
all right. There's a place on the way in. There was a little roadside place.
Yeah, just remember, if we see a red convertible there, and there might be some TV crews around, we leave immediately. We don't want to be on that show.
Almost as ironic as you would imagine. Almost as ironic as you as anything else. The Miller's Pancakes food chain is the place that you were describing. Kind of odd that you've.
Oh no, I was describing diners, drive-ins, and dives.
No, I know,
yeah.
But I'm saying, Miller's is the company, the food company that aims.
Vote on eating anywhere other than this place.
Now, what do you mean? It's fine.
And he looks at her like, "Are you fucking serious?"
But it's just food. He's in prison. What's he gonna do? What's anyone gonna do? It's just a food place.
Eat at his goddamn restaurant. There's a nice mom and pop place just a block that way. Come on.
But that's a block away.
It's a block.
Edward holds out a cookie.
We would be there right now if we weren't arguing about it.
Well, we'd be sat down here if we weren't arguing about it.
Lee just starts walking towards the one that's down the block.
Yeah, I'm going over there. You want to eat? You know,
Fine. No, fine. We'll take your thing. It's. But yeah, they have a touchdown burger.
Well,
Get it? Cause Grand Slam.
Yeah, I got it.
You have a touchdown burger. Whatever. It's fine.
we'll get it another day.
Oh,
Gosh,
no,
you were
it's
hobbling
the,
around.
The touchdown witch, the weird sandwich they tried to make out of a touchdown.
What?
do you remember the Grand Slam witch?
Oh. Gosh, that one.
Yeah. No.
Personally, I'm just thinking of horrific foods that could come from the concept of the pigskin.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh god. It's all the contents of a Grand Slam shoved inside of a pig's bladder.
Why are you all making me hungry?
Oh.
This is in character, by the way.
Yeah, jeez. Girl, you are.
I don't like bacon.
You must have come from some sort of like bizarre alternate universe. I swear to God. Okay, this place looks nice. This place looks great. Come on, let's go in. Ding, ling, 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 little bell ring.
It's almost empty.
Yeah. So we're gonna give these people some service, like some service. This is this is a good thing. It's an overall good thing.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. We're just here to get some breakfast.
Great. You're kind of here for the early bird, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's not that early. It's
Like fucking 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Like really, it's surprisingly early.
7 a.m. is not that early for a breakfast place.
I know.
It's
6 a.m.
Yeah.
We'll say it's 6 a.m.
Yeah,
You're like an hour into it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the only customers that you see here are like an old person or two.
Yeah. Well, a bunch of joggers.
Yeah. And like a jogger having a fucking cake.
Yeah, like a jogger just having coffee is like a
Yeah.
great break from their walk.
Well, I'm glad you got here so early, but yeah. Would you like a booth or a table?
Please and thank you.
That was
Sit down at the booth. It's like
Yeah. You all sit down in the booth. How I imagine it is how would this be set up? Like, I knew Malvolio would be on the end table.
yeah, Malvolio's probably on the corner, and presumably Fran would have helped him into his seat because Lee and MCA are probably not going to be doing that anymore. Edward would have been sat down next after Fran, then probably MCA, then Lee, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Seems likely enough.
So MCA and Lee are across the table from
No, we're
Fran
the booth, so we're at the other end of the counter from Malvolio.
I'm confused.
We sat down at a booth. The booth being, like essentially it's like the counter. It's like the
That's not the counter.
A booth is different from a
I'm
counter.
sorry, it's not a counter.
Is
Like we
the
sit down on the
counter.
stools
The
at the
booth
there.
is
Sorry, that's right. I misspoke
Booth.
there, but I said before that like we're sitting at at the counter. Like we're sitting on the stools at the counter.
that's a completely different thing than
Yeah.
what
All
I.
right. Point is, we're sitting
anyway.
at a counter, like along the length of
okay.
the counter, which is why I described it in order, not in terms of seating arrangement.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is why I was confused when you said.
Anyway, moving on.
All right, so we're all sitting at the counter of the diner, in that order.
What would you like to have?
A plate of bacon and eggs.
Let's just go through everyone's orders and then. So, Fran's probably gonna order pancakes with a side of juice.
Edward gets a coffee with a small with a amount of eggs scrambled.
MCA orders additional eggs and additional bacon and a cup of coffee with a thing of cream because I'm going to keep on drinking coffee and I'm going to need a lot of cream for that.
Okay. Lee is going to go ahead and order eggs, sausage, bacon, toast, and tea.
I mentioned Malvolio just orders whatever the special is.
He orders like a piece of toast, unbuttered, and a cup of weak tea because he does not pollute his body with such filth.
Actually, I'm now reminded of the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
I'm like a cherry pie, says MC.
Actually, wait a second. No. Hotcakes, sausage, maple syrup. Because nothing beats the taste sensation and when maple syrup slams into hotcakes and sausages.
Oh god. Yeah.
Now we're just referencing Twin Peaks, never ending.
Well,
and
quite. I was going to make a joke about B then entering the cafe and asking the waiter, "Yes, I would I'd love some cherry pie and coffee, lots of it."
God damn it.
Anyway.
Zach, tell me about the Reapers. Anyway, so you all sit down and finally have your food. Edward, I imagine you avoid using a fork.
Yes.
Yes.
He is eating
He's
eggs
using
with
a-
a spoon.
He's eating eggs with a spoon.
He has mastered the art. Oh, yes.
Lee just looks down the counter. Okay, what?
It's a complicated situation.
Edward just kind of points at MCA, gives a nod before returning to his eggs.
A
Wait,
little kid stabbed him with a fork one time.
That's complicated?
I mean, the story behind it's slightly more complicated. But, I mean, really, the story itself is pretty simple when you boil it down to its bare essentials.
Sounds that way to me.
It was Mal's sister.
I actually didn't realize.
Okay.
Wait, Madison stabbed him?
Oh, yeah, I think we mentioned that to you before.
It's this three-pronged scar here, he kind of indicates through his shirt.
Kind of hard to see with all the other scars.
You're right.
Yeah, I like to imagine, like, he's, like, pulling up his shirt in order to show this off, and, like, the waitress is just like, what the fuck?
Like there's so many scars on his body, including, like, there's like, bandages for bullets, and, like, like burn scars, and the waitress is like, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck is this dude got so many scars on his body? Is it a war veteran?
Yeah, like, are you a veteran? Or
Professional
possibly a
stunt
super-
people who don't have that many scars. Like, veterans, 30 years in the craft. And believe you me, you're gonna screw up. And they don't have that many scars.
Yeah.
From what I heard, things that... she stops talking and she notices the waitress staring. Like, from what I heard, some of the things that happened back in the day were pretty rough. Back in that war zone you were in.
He thinks for a second, and then, yeah, it was rough.
It was rough in Quad City. Then a waitress is like, what?
Like, what?
No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Is that the very same child?
Yeah,
from
like
the
actually, like as that's going on, there's like behind her on like the TV and like over the counter, there's like a news report about like the ongoing manhunt for Edward, and she's not noticing it because she's busy looking at his scars.
God. Yeah, he pulls the shirt back down, begins eating, finishes up his meal.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, after a few minutes of eating sounds.
Snarf. But that's when you cut in, just eating sounds. Like, all of us meet up, go to an actual diner, eat, and then we record it and cut it in right there for like 30 minutes.
Scrunch, munch.
30 minutes.
Blasting over this entire segment is just a heavy weapons guy going, nom nom.
No.
I was actually thinking of that backing track that you always see in Foley with just the clink, clink, clink,
oh,
clink.
God. Yeah.
Sandwich.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you actually had to pay for that shit, or else I probably would.
I'll be honest, I kind of feel like that's something that you could probably make happen.
I could make my own version of that, but it's like...
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like, that's more effort I'm willing to go through for the sake of a dumb joke.
You sure? No,
this is a joke, I should qualify.
So you finally leave the diner. There's a shot of the table, and you see Edward has been eating with a fork, or has been eating with a spoon the whole time.
Yeah.
Fran's pancake soup is there. MCA has all of her scraps put into separate individual piles.
There's like 4 plates all stacked up, as well as like a now empty, like pitcher of cream.
Yeah, and all of it's separated into neat little piles based on type of food. And then Lee's is completely empty. And in fact, you can see based off of his utensils, he started eating Malvolio's, which was all but untouched by him, except for like one bite.
This plain toast is a little spicy for my palate.
Lee grabs crushed pepper flakes.
Was this whole wheat? Oh my gosh, that's too spicy for me. Butter is one of the spiciest of spices.
I'm just imagining him like eating this plain white bread toast and going, "Oh my, it's been a while since I've had ethnic food."
Can I get a butter Can I get beans on toast, please? Yeah. Anyway, you leave. You have fuller bellies. Edward isn't feeling so blood lost, but he's still fucking injured.
Yeah, he's still in a rough place.
He's still wobbly.
That botched surgery job was probably not the best. But at least it's better than being filled to the brim with bullets. Instead, you still have a few bullets, but
Well, it's like the bullets are out of his body, but so is most of the blood. But like, you know what? It's an even trade.
Well, no. 2 of the bullets are out of his body. 2/3 of the blood is out of his body. 1 bullet is still in his body. So is 1/3 of his blood.
Okay, fair. Oh God.
Actually, that'd probably kill you.
That would.
You can lose half your blood without dying.
Well,
2/3 is enough to murder you without a transfusion.
Anyway, yeah. So
I don't even know what blood type he has, but regardless,
we'll head out.
I wrote that down.
Patting our tum-tums and very happy for the opportunity to be eating food.
Yeah, after you've slurped up all that food, you're right in your bellies.
Yeah.
He's an L, so transfusion should be fun.
He's an L.
Oh.
As we look around,
Anyway,
MCA is like, well, good news is I don't see any more black vans.
And the bad news?
For now, none. Which, in some ways, kind of makes me think that is the bad news, because whenever there's no bad news, the universe seems to conspire in order to make some.
I was about to say, that makes me very suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to stay careful.
let's just do the whole watch thing.
Right here?
Well, no, obviously. Just get back to the, motel.
I'm contrary, my friend. We signed out of that hotel, and I do not want to rent out that place again.
Okay, then where?
We're gonna need to figure out someplace.
Car. Well, our quote-unquote car.
Yeah, right. Let's go to the car. We'll drive out of town and then hopefully be able to use the watch when we're out there. Sure, is that
Isn't that right?
It's like
strange van.
Yeah, actually, like as we start crossing the street, like what's going on our way back to the car, so that we can safely and innocently drive out of town with no problems at all.
Clearly.
Yep.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. So,
I assume careful.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, your face.
Wow, that really stings so hard.
3.
I can't do it.
3 positive.
Oh shit.
-1.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Wow.
Oh wait,
SpaghettiOs.
do I take penalties to all of my rolls when I have consequences?
You do notice some what?
Do I take penalties to all my rolls when? No, never mind.
No, it's not penalties. It's that people have compels against you.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
You have to roll a 2d6 now instead of a 4d6.
Oh god.
How this works in terms of Star Wars logic.
Now,
Roll 46. Take the lowest.
But yeah, so by the way, just to let you know, 20 minutes left in the hour.
Makes sense. Might as well get up to it. The
Yep.
thing. Anyway, so you notice some cars. I mean, black vans, common sight in this town. You get to your car. You drive out of town, uncontested. Oddly enough. And when you finally find yourself feeling a bit safe, you go into a truck stop or whatever. You go pile out of the car and you just the thing.
We all pile into a truck stop bathroom.
Oh no!
God, no.
No.
There's a hole on one of them.
No, no.
Edward decides that that resting his butt against that is probably the best option in this situation. No, no. You all pile out of the car, and I imagine you flip the watch and boop.
Okay, I was going to type this to you, but I'm actually going to ask you this because it's relevant. Without Zombie here, so we don't actually have a Madison or a Malvolio, is there anything for us to actually do in the watch?
No, technically not. No.
So maybe we should hold off on going into the watch until we actually have a reason to go into it with
Sure.
Yeah, because at this point it would basically just be.
All right, time to pull something out of my ass. Here we go. So you're about to turn the watch to its rightful time when suddenly a knock on the window happens.
Right. NCA pauses
We see.
and looks at the window.
A suited woman with bright orange hair is there to greet you.
Oh no.
MCA slowly smiles and slowly starts to put the watch away as Randy's eyes follow it.
Edward tries to hide his face.
Shit. Hey! Hey there, Eddie. How you doing?
Not so great in the recent time.
You want to step out of the car real quick?
No, not really. You asked the question?
Yeah, the baseball bat comes out and taps the side of the glass. Let me ask you a different question. Do you want to come out of the car, or do you want me to bring you out of the car?
Yeah, fine. Let's not break anything. He slowly just gets out of the car and is leaning against it to stay up. Hey, Brandy, it's been a while.
It's been less than 24 hours, Eddie.
Depends on what you call a while.
I would define the while as being a little bit more than 24 hours, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Whatever you say.
Lee pokes his head out of the window of the car. How do you count it in bullet holes?
That sort of depends. How many times you get shot since I saw you, Ed?
Well, that's why I'm asking.
It's a fair point. She, starts like swinging her baseball back and forth idly. So, Ed, you know why I pulled you over?
There's a few ideas as to why you may have.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I feel a little silly, I'll be completely honest with you. I mean, I kind of, facilitated you guys getting a little bit of a break back there in the truck, and I did so kind of because old times. Maddie's brother was with you. Yeah, you seem like nice fellas, and I figured, hey, what can it hurt? I mean, it's not like you're gonna cause a giant crash on a highway and kill a bunch of people. Or that there's going to be a whole bunch of helicopter gunships involved, right? I mean, how would that even happen? How is that even a thing,
That was not our fault. We were directly attacked for that one.
Really?
Yes.
Really? That is...
We don't go around with helicopters. None of us are rich for that.
I have looked into your family, and you are not one to be talking about how poor and broke you are. You ought to be careful about that. The way you're talking about that, especially in prison. They do not like, money bags in there. You better watch your tone.
At her saying that, Lee just gets this smile on his face as he thinks about Haim.
I'll be completely honest with you. Last rich boy I saw going into processing, he was not looking good. But here's the thing. That poor innocent baby boy with his face all chopped up. I gotta say, really brought a tear to my eye. Really made me, taps her chest, feel right down here. Made me really think about what has happened and the history between us, and made me really have to reconsider how I've been treating you all these years.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, we did help give you someone who went on a very big gun chase.
That you did. You are a true hero. You know what? They ought to give you a medal for that. They really should. You've done such amazing work. But here's the thing. Here's a funny, crazy thing that keeps happening is that you keep going places and bodies keep on appearing in the places you've gone to. It's crazy,
and
right? It's
every time they're not my fault. I told you that first one. That it wasn't me. Or anything.
It's never your fault, is it, Ed?
No,
of course not.
it's always someone else killing. I mean, he was about to say we haven't killed anyone, but then stopped.
Okay. You know what, Ed? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you an honest question between you and me, because of our years of friendship. I'm gonna give you this one.
All right.
I want you to look me in the eyes, and I want you to tell me. You had nothing to do with Madison's death. You look me in the eyes, and you tell me that and you can you say you've never been responsible for any of this. I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me that you had nothing to do with Madison's death.
I had nothing to do with Madison's death. I was there, but it was Murdoch who fired that explosion. I thought she was safe at the time. I didn't realize that the explosion would take down the wall that she was behind.
I leave Maddie in your care for like a couple of weeks, a week, and she gets her head caved in by a bit of rock. And the best excuse you have is that the madman you put her in, the protective custody of, you didn't know he was going to blow himself up, and so it's not your fault, Matt, that you got hurt. Is that what you're telling me? Is that your best defense?
I mean, don't we all have regrets? I mean, every day I think about
at that Brandy headbutts you.
You just
forceful. But no. You roll
yeah.
forceful to fucking counteract this shit.
Sure. 3.
Brandy got a +1 on the roll, so I don't know what her stat line is.
Let me look, because I have it here. She has a +2 to forceful.
Okay, so that's a 3 total.
So we both got 3s.
So basically minimal damage, just like...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, you are...
Yeah, and as you stagger back a little bit, like, she raises her bat in an obviously threatening manner. Like, she's very obviously, like, looking to hit you with the baseball bat.
You said it was a metal bat, right?
Yes. Well, actually, here's the thing. She was deliberately looking for you, so it's not metal.
God damn it.
Brandy.
What is it?
It's me.
She looks over at Fran. Fran?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, from
it's me.
like chem class?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What are you doing here?
I'm here because it's something complicated. Anyway, Madison isn't really dead, so to speak.
Don't you fucking tell me that shit unless you can back that up.
No, I can tell you. Do you remember the watch?
Yeah, that fancy gold watch. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, she's in there.
She looks at Edward and like raises the bat like over her head like super threateningly and says, "Is she telling the truth?"
Yes, of course. Why would Fran lie?
That's probably the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, Brandy with no context of that was like, okay, cool, but like everyone else is like,
Edward is trying to play any card he can to not get destroyed by this bat.
Brandy kind of looks from Edward to Fran to MCA and then says, "Oh, okay, so, what does that mean? What does it mean she's in the watch? How do you get her out of the watch? It's tiny. She can't fit in there."
Remember when we were both in? The watch is bigger on the inside.
Wait, so like she's like a brain ghost, like that old dead mob dude?
Yes.
She doesn't look like a weird old purple dude with like big yellow eyes, does she?
I don't think so. I think she retains most of her natural state. I haven't seen her in the watch yet.
Okay. So how did she get out of there? How do we get her out of there?
We're going to figure that out.
Why haven't you figured it out yet?
Because we've been attacked by helicopters with...
Lee cuts in, because he's not that smart.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Let's say I believe you. You're gonna get her out of there, right?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
'Cause I'll
And
fucking break every single goddamn bone in your body if you lie to me. I swear to God.
I know you will. And I promise.
Okay. Okay, fine. There's a suit. The suits are around here. They're gonna come looking for you. If I was you, I'd scram. But obviously, I didn't tell you that.
Of course.
Son. Ooh. She's like waving the bat around, like ooh, like.
Brandy looks back at the car with her, the person that she was paired with for this, Carly Rummy, from in the car.
Yeah.
Are you? Are they in there?
No, sorry. I thought this guy was Edward, but I'm really sorry. I swear I never make this mistake. It's I've had a long day. Oops, I guess I'm a
This
little
keeps happening. This keeps happening, Brandy, ever since.
Hey, look. I mean, like, I want to be clear. The way you're implying that makes it sound like I go around beating up random black people. That is not the case. That is an incorrect statement. It is, falsely characterizing me as some sort of huge racist.
This sounds even worse.
It sounds super bad.
Is holding a recorder.
I'll be very clear. I am entirely racially colorblind. The last guy I beat up because I thought it was Edward was an elderly was an elderly Jewish man.
Ever gets in the car.
Microphone.
No regrets.
I'm gonna leave now because clearly I have made a terrible mistake and one that was not racially motivated at all. But it was a mistake, and this isn't Edward who I beat up. It is actually just some random other person who this was all for entirely innocent reasons that I made this mistake. And I'm leaving now. Backing away now. Getting back in my car now. Closing the door now. Rolling out the window now.
Brandy, if you keep lying to coming back to Azel with, oh, I just so happened to beat up some random person again. He's gonna eventually stop taking your shit. I know you two are uncomfortably close.
Hey, don't you get nosy with me. And besides that, look, okay, I know, but like, look, I'll explain later. This is kind of a thing. This is like, I don't know. Like I can't explain it to you, but this is. She shakes her head and says, "It's about his sister."
His sister?
Yeah, boss has got a sister. I used to know back in the day. She's a real special kid, real sweetheart, one of the most innocent, wonderful people you'll ever know. And, there's a chance those assholes in that car might be able to save her. And I swear, if I died knowing I did my part to make sure that beautiful child got another chance at life, I would die happy.
God, you're fucking weird. Anyway, next time we see Edward, I want to return him his revolver. These things are giving us bad luck all this time. She tries starting at the car and the transmission is terribly out.
Ah, goddamn it! Not again with this shit.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck. Hold on.
And meanwhile, the rest of the party drives away. And taking Brandy's advice.
Beep 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 beep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And since it's like 5 minutes to the hour mark, and that's a really good place to pause, why don't we take another break here?
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Sure.
you're set, but I think you have a little bit more planned. Yeah.
I don't really have a little bit more planned. We can
Okay,
probably
let's
do it in next week's game.
Okay, that's fair. In that case, we'll just actually stop properly for this week, unless you want to like use the last 5 minutes or so to set up next week.
I think we're good for
Okay,
now. I
in
mean,
that case-
the party driving off towards the next town while the suits very obviously,
Yeah.
are searching for them is probably a good.
Yeah, no, that's entirely
Stop.
fair. So in that case, that's going to be it for this session. A little bit short, but we're actually going to be doing a double major back-to-back week. So next week, expect more major 3 as we continue this series of events. And next time things are going to get crazy, from what I've heard. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun on a bun. So till then, though, we will see you all next time.
Right.